Some people are going to say that this isn't in the meta anymore. I'd still say it's kind of in the meta in a way. I don't know if it's the best gun, but okay, it's still pretty good. I'm gonna nade this guy. Okay, he's got an E-gun. Yeah, walk onto that. What are you doing? So, hello gamers and welcome back to another video. As is customary with my videos after an update, today we're going to be going over the new meta weapons of Phantom Forces. If you guys are enjoying these videos, make sure you're subscribed. Only 30% of people watching my videos are subscribed. Well, let's just jump right into it. The first new meta weapon is going to take a lot of people by surprise. That is the Colt SMG, specifically with hollow points, because if you didn't know, they buffed the Colt SMG damage by 1. Now, that's not enough to make it a 3-hit. However, with hollow point, it's actually a very consistent 3-hit as long as you're aiming more towards the legs, which is one of the most fun things ever. Yeah, it has a less than 1 times torso multi, so if you hit the torso, it actually does less damage, but if you hit the limbs, it does more damage, which is really fun. Probably dead to this guy. Okay, we traded. This lobby is, look at this BFG, they're all sitting in the back. This guy's moving. Listen, this gun is good. You just have to aim for the legs. It's really fun. This is one of the roughest lobbies I've ever been in, bro. Oh, all leg shot. Basically, they reduced the damage a long time ago, but then they actually gave it a bit of a recoil buff. Then this 1 damage buff is like goated. The next weapon up kind of goes without saying, but it's the WA-2000. Did you guys expect this weapon to not be OP? You didn't know this has a 250 RPM fire rate, but it can 1-shot to the head at all ranges and 1-shot to the body to 80 studs if it's a torso hit. Yeah, that's what you can do with this gun. Even to the limbs, this gun does 80 damage. It's insane. And then I can just 1-shot people from there. If you guys want to see a full video on this gun talking about all the conversions, how it stacks up to the other weapons in the game, let me know. Long story short, though, it is very good. Next up, we actually have a battle rifle that's a semi-auto, and that's called the H-Car. Now, the H-Car has gotten a huge buff. It now has 350 RPM, which is a much higher rate of fire. It can 1-shot headshot up close, and then it can also 2-shot to the body up close. They also buffed the open bolted conversion, which is the automatic conversion for this weapon. It now has 450 RPM, and this can still 2-shot to the body, which is really good. It's kind of like an M3A1 with more recoil. However, it does have the ability to actually, you know, be used at long range, because if you didn't know, the M3A1 has horrific bullet velocity. Like, this is actually really good. I don't really know what the attachments are on this weapon in particular, but that's actually not too bad. Oh my gosh, Collat there? 84 headshot, and then it can still 3-shot to the head or 4-hit anywhere on the body, all ranges. And alongside that, I mean, the recoil's not there, but what the, that, I didn't. Okay, whatever. Very good in semi-auto, very good in full auto as well. I think, honestly, it might be an underrated gun from this update. I think it's really good. Buffing the fire rate on the auto is it definitely needed to happen on this one, and it's very good because of that. Next up, we have actually the M16A3. If you didn't know, they made the recoil a lot better and the bullet velocity higher. I'm not gonna lie, that has really improved this gun. Is it better than the AUG A2? Some people might say yes. I would say personally, probably not. Depends if you want the faster reload. I think even without 2545, this still has a faster reload than the AUG A2. Other than that, I mean, it's got a faster fire rate, but the hits to kill are worse. This is a 4 to a 5 shot, and the AUG A2 is a 3. So, really up to you personally. I think this gun honestly handles so well. Oh my goody gumdrops. This feels good. This feels really good. Oh, there was a guy back there. Ow, there's like so many people. Next gun up, we actually have the AK-47. This is going to be more of an honorable mention. It's not good. I mean, it's good, but I don't think this is necessarily meta, but I did want to give it an honorable mention just because it's better. It's in the beta category, not the meta category. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Oh, next up, though, we have the 300 Blackout HK416. Now, if you didn't know, the HK416 with 300 Blackout used to be really good, but they've completely reworked it, and it's actually really good once again. It was bad for a while, and now it's kind of back to being really good. The reason for that is it now has really high damage up close, but really awful bullet velocity. It does 42 to the torso, which is higher than the AK. It has 150 more RPM, which is it's higher. It's got more fire. The min damage is 19, and it has like 1100 velocity. So basically, you have a lot of bullet drop. But if you're going close range like this, it's going to 3-hit kill with the long barrel up to almost like 100 studs to the torso, which is insanely far, obviously. So good fire rate and a really far 3-hit kill. Definitely a great weapon or close range, you know? Also a 2-hit kill to the head, not really as important, but always something worth mentioning on this weapon. I didn't realize I had so many kills on this gun. Oh my god. How many kills on 300? Only 100. Yeah, this is actually good. I used to run hollow point on this. I have 500 on that, 52. So basically I use default ammo, but 300 Blackout is great now. A weapon that has found itself back into the meta in a very interesting way is actually the MP7. Didn't know the MP7 got a nerf last update, while the P90 didn't really get much of a nerf. Okay, I use Ender Pearl. I just use an Ender Pearl. Anyway, they ended up nerfing the P90 fire rate to make it the exact same as the MP7. So now the MP7 just kind of handles overall better, and it does way more damage. This thing is doing 33 to the torso, while the P90 is doing like 26. And you're probably like, okay, that's still 4 hits, so it doesn't really matter that much. And yeah, that's kind of true, but also to the torso at range, if you're running the armor-piercing ammo type, this is capable of dealing 20 damage all ranges, making it a 5-hit at long range, which is actually insane. I think overall, this is still one of the best SMGs in the whole game. Really nice because it's got high pen, high bullet velocity, fast reload. Just, it doesn't have the greatest damage, but for an SMG, very solid damage. For the fire rate, it's like, it's not even bad time to kill, you know? I'm gonna nade this guy. Okay, he's got an E-gun. Yeah, walk onto that. What are you doing? Yeah, if you find me in your game, let me kill you with the nade and you'll go in the video. Okay, watch this shot. Why did I survive that? Another weapon that we need to talk about coming back into the meta, though, is actually the 5.0. The 5.0, as you might know if you've been playing this game for the last, like, 6 months probably, was the only meta SMG until the SMG buffs. However, it didn't really receive any changes since those SMG buffs, even though it was the best before, and it's kind of still up there with those insane SMGs, but many of those insane SMGs have been nerfed, but this one just hasn't. If you didn't know, with the default ammo and the full auto conversion, this can actually one-shot to the head and 2-hit kill to the body up close at 627 RPM. When this gun first came out, it had much higher recoil and worse reserve ammo and reload speed and other stuff, right? And it's kind of balanced, but not really that balanced. And honestly, I think the culprit here is the full auto conversion. I think we should get rid of the full auto, make it only the 2-round burst. 2-round burst basically doesn't have a delay, so it might actually be better with the burst, but at least it's harder to use, you know? It has more RPM with the burst conversion, but at the end of the day, an automatic weapon is just going to beat out a burst weapon in terms of effectiveness for your average player. Oh my. Some of the best players in the game will just run around one-shotting people. Like, they'll fire like 2 bullets every single time and just 2-shot or 1-shot people, you know? They'll just walk around going like they'll actually just use a magazine and just kill like 5 people every single time. It's ridiculous what you can do if you're good with this. I am fine with this weapon. I have less than 300 kills on it. Probably should be using it more. It's OP. Yeah, use another weapon that's great is the... I'm just kidding. Please change the foul parachute. I don't know why it hasn't gotten a change. Look at that recoil. That's awesome. That's with 45, which is like lowering your recoil. Please fix. Another weapon that has actually come back into the meta is the M3A1, because if you didn't know, the UMP 45 could 2-hit kill to the body, and while this one also could do that, it just didn't fire as fast. So it wasn't really necessary to run the M3A1 because you may as well just get the faster RPM of the UMP. But now you may as well just go all the way for the M3A1. Low fire rate, but insane 2-hit kill range. It's definitely up there with the H-Car. I don't know which one is better. Probably this one, if I'm going to be honest. Because this one has much lower recoil, if you couldn't tell. It has horrible bullet velocity, but you can beam people still anyway. Amazing damage up close, obviously. Also amazing multipliers. I think it's got like at least a 1.1. Okay. It's like a 1.1 torso, but like a 1.8 headshot multi or something insane. Oh, 1.2 and 1.6. I should give an honorable mention to the UMP 45 with armor piercing. Yes, I just said that this gun got nerfed, but it's still kind of good. I'm trolling, it's not. No. Okay, it actually is pretty good, because if you're running AP on it, it can actually 4-shot torso all ranges, which is really good because it can 4-hit all ranges, but it just has really bad bullet velocity. I think it's really nice now that you can get like very consistent long-range performance out of this weapon, even if the bullet velocity is bad and it doesn't 2-hit kill to the body anymore. Still, honestly, a solid SMG. Some people are going to say that this isn't in the meta anymore. I'd still say it's kind of in the meta in a way. I don't know if it's the best gun, but okay, it's still pretty. And then last up we got... Oh my gosh, imagine if that hit without the M107. Say this is the best sniper. I honestly might give it to the WAT 2000. Really depends on your personal preference. That's crazy. No, don't shoot me. Okay, like I was just dropping off tags. I feel bad. Oh my gosh, that's crazy. If you guys did enjoy though, make Make sure you like and subscribe, but I will see you all in the next video. Bye-bye.